Yeah, what we were gonna do is attack this and then head east and start working on these guys. I remember.
What?
I remember. Also, I forgot to put
This
items on
better
this
be
guy.
important.
Let's go finish this guy off. A pretty easy fight. They do have warp lightning, so we'll have to take care of that. Shouldn't be too bad. The win was definitely not pretty. I'm gonna take replenishment here. We're only giving up 400. Yeah, I took a bunch of damage on some of these units that I was not trying to, but it's gave in, man. So let's make our way over there. We cannot channel, unfortunately. Yeah, so we're gonna have to force march, but that'll put us in pretty good distance to them, and then hopefully we'll be able to attack and sack it. All right, we got items ready. Let's go ahead and attack these guys. There's no way he gets out.
Yes.
Yeah, because he already ran once. So he's dead. All right, pretty easy fight. We were able to get enough kills here. I think we'll get a corpse pile out of it just by running most of them down. And that was, a lot of it was done with our blood knights. Yeah, they're dead. Did it give it to us? No, it did not. I thought it was 2,000. Maybe it's a bigger number. But anyways, we need to go as far this way as we can. We should be able to get it next turn. Could channel? I don't think it makes sense to channel though. I think we just go like this. Yeah, that's fine. Oh boy.
I will not.
See, we got an army there. We've got Grom the Paunch.
My bloodline call.
Alright, move in a little bit further south here. We got our Lamian Lord ready to go with the dragon.
This
Let's
night,
go take Bilbali.
my thrall. Kill.
As expected. It is Skaven army in there, or no army, but the settlement. So this one's worth 1,800. We can definitely afford that. We have movement speed to do it. Let's get in there and fight it. A pretty easy fight, especially with the dragon. Just takes a little bit of time. Sack it. And I guess we're fighting it again. Yeah, that's fine. I'll be right back. There we go. Maybe we will get another item out of it, but we'll definitely occupy. Okay, no item, but that's alright. So now we need to head here next. We can get there one turn as well. We got a little bit of a tough fight here, potentially. I'm not sure. It says our balance power is quite a bit higher than theirs, but I don't really know this army that well. So I'm not positive. Looks like a lot of ranged. I think that's generally what these guys are, most of them are ranged. So we'll have to rely on probably Isabella to do most of the heavy lifting. There's no other cav we can get here, so I think we should be fine though. She's super strong. And then also we still have this on from the last turn. So let's get in there. Oh, well. Interesting. So there's a second army there. So we're fighting two now instead of just the one. Hopefully we have some trees to hide in. Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, that's a very good map for us. I think we'll be fine. It might take a while to harass these guys down, but we'll get it done. So we got our main army hiding in the corner. We're gonna get them all the way up the hill. So if they want to come for us, then I guess they'll have to fight through that. So we're mostly going to use Isabella, I think, to just harass and try and get some decent damage done. And that'll probably cause them to attack. We do have dogs in the corner, but I will most likely retreat them so that they don't get caught. I think the AI is just going to send units spread out everywhere. So let's go dive bomb the enemy lord first. Should be pretty easy to get to. We hit for 715. That's before our buff. So we should hit quite hard. Careful here because it's going to be hard to dodge their projectiles. They don't really have bow and arrow. This is all firearms. You know what? I think this is the garrison, right? The enemy lord's coming soon, so we'll just wait for him. There he is. Get a hit. You hit him once? She's refusing to hit him. One. Oh, there you go. There's a hit. We might use some of our winds and magic here because I don't know what her deal is. And this guy's got heal, it looks like. Yeah, he definitely has a heal. Alright, we hit him pretty hard though. So let's start cycle charging just so we don't have the AI surrounding us. Doesn't seem that interested in charging out. or surrounding us with everybody. So I think we'll just keep doing this till he's down. We gotta fight the bats, don't we? The bats, please. All right, let me deal with some of the annoying stuff, and then we'll come back. Okay, we killed the fell bats. This guy's healed up all the way. He's got some pretty incredible regen. I don't know if it's a spell he's using. Okay, there's his healing cap, I think. We've already hit him enough to where his healing cap's showing. So he's taking a bit of a beating. So it shouldn't be too much longer, and then we'll have to figure out what units to go after. Because these ranged are going to be a big problem. If they're all starting to turn and shoot at me now. Almost got this guy down, but not quite. Let's just try and finish him off, and then we can go heal. Because these guys are really annoying. Firearms everywhere. There we go. Should be crumbling. Do one last hit. That's all you gotta do. I don't understand what he's doing. Yeah, she's just not cooperating. Okay, so let's get out. We'll go get our shield back and heal and all that. And at this point, I'm just gonna pick off any unit that's straggling. This guy's way out here by himself. And then they crumble pretty fast. But we could probably get them to do it even faster if we get this guy out. And, you know, we can bring our dogs out. Wait, they have their own dogs. So maybe that's not a good idea. There we go. One unit down. I didn't realize they had two lords. I thought they had two lords, but I didn't see the first one. And now I see him. He must have been hiding in the trees. So let's go pick him off. See if he's got a heal as well. And while we're fighting him with Isabella, let's try and get a Spirit Leech. We need to do it without getting shot, though. There we go. Spirit Leech, and then we'll back out. Yeah, so this guy shouldn't last for too much longer, although we do need to move. We already lost our shield. Yeah, it's going to be hard. This is going to be hard because there's everywhere we turn, we're getting shot. Just like nickel and diming you down. We get out. Can we get out without getting shot? Nope. Okay, let's get our shield back. We'll go in again. Now, there's several units out here by themselves. Let's get our shield back, and then we'll dive bomb. Yep, we want to punish this for sure. So we'll wipe them out. They spotted our dogs. Let's just retreat them out. Yep. They're going to get killed. This unit's pretty much down. So we'll keep picking them off like this if they're spread out. And then once they see our rear line, I think we'll be okay because we have a lot of tree cover. And we'll keep trying to get this Spirit Leech on him as often as we can. Let's back up. Yeah, I think that's kind of the strategy we're going to be going with. I think probably can start cutting. So let me work on this. Right, they're doing something very, very silly. So they're completely grouped up. I'm going to use upgraded Wind of Death. This should probably kill everything they have. We have 10k. We just did like 70 or 80k in one single hit. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. They have low armor, so yeah, it's an easy kill. And then we'll finish this guy off with the Spirit Leech. We're close to it. Yeah, he should be crumbling. There he goes. He's dead. So their army pretty much fell. I wasn't expecting to do that. I was going to use Isabella, but that's even easier. So if they group up like that again, we'll blast them. If they're starting to do it again, they're going to clump up on Isabella. So let's get another one once we get enough Winds of Magic. They're just going to shatter before then. I'm going to cast it right here. It's not going to hit as perfectly as the last one, but it should take out like 4 or 5 units at once. Yeah, look at that. Just bulldoze everybody. So we're up to 124,000 damage with this one single unit. And only 2 spells. Get one more Wind of Death here just for giggles. And they're all going to flee now. Perfect. So pretty painless. Let's get a few more heals. These guys have the same ability to raise the dead that we do. So the odds of them getting a couple units back are pretty high. Yeah, they got their fell bats. They got nothing up here. Wow, so they got very unlucky. And then yeah, the second army got 1 unit respawned. Yeah, only 1. And then most of these guys are just completely trashed. So we'll take the money, kick these guys out, and we'll fight them again later. Oh, wait, one of them died. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why
Bring me flesh
they
to
died. I'm
craft.
not complaining about it for sure, but I'm just
None
not quite sure the mechanic on that because he definitely had a unit that survived. We're
Rats
not
and
going to go
wolves,
after that. That's not
gather.
worth it. We need to go take the
Bring
settlement.
me
So we have just enough movement speed to do that. Nothing particularly interesting here. What does the map look like? Yeah, we can just chill in the back with our army and then go harass with Isabella. So we'll be back in a minute. Here we go. We got the win. I chased down a lot of ogres. Spent some time picking these guys off specifically because they're so hard to chase. But you can see a lot of them are going to get out without really any damage taken. But overall, good fight. You could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got 8 of them. Just pretty good. It's a siege. Doesn't really matter. We're going to take them all out anyways. We don't have movement speed. So we'll have to loot and occupy. But it's still worth it for 1600.
We'll take it back with
And an obsidian amulet. So now my hope is this army either retreats and we can pick it off next turn,
rats and wolves gather.
or they try to come in and attack. I don't see them being able to attack, to be honest, but I guess you never know with the AI. So we'll try to come down here and take Zvorak. And then this guy over here will clean up Akendorf. We're going to do about that Matorka camp. So that's it for here. We cleared out a lot of armies here. So mostly two. I mean, there's a little bit left, but 2 from the Pirates of Certosa. This settlement. So we need to keep checking. Yeah, this army doesn't have very good units. I think Isabella can probably handle most of it, but might not be a bad idea to get better units in here. If we get better units, we could break her off, and maybe she can go with a new army, like one of these new armies over here that's not that strong. Or we could form a new one over here and break her off. But we do absolutely need to get a siege attacker. Once she leaves, then this army won't have it. Alright, let's go ahead and work on Akendorf.
darkness comes.
This guy's got plenty of movement speed.
Yes.
We'll be able to take that. And we got plenty of movement speed to take a sack. It's going to be 2,000. It's not level 3 yet either, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll take this one. Let me put some items.
Destroy.
Should be a pretty straightforward fight. I'll probably edit this. I got them to flee. Pretty easy, straightforward fight. I wanted to test these guys out a bit, the Cairn Wraiths. They actually do quite well against these ogres.
Waters quail.
So we'll have to utilize them more in the future against them. Settlement's down. Let's go ahead and sack it. 2200. Nice. Got an item.
Bring me flesh to craft. Soon I'll
See what's
be
left.
all-powerful.
So it went all the way down to tier 1, but it was only at tier 2, upgrading to tier 3, so no surprise there. We'll put income building here. And then we can also get commandment up, and I think doesn't really matter which one. That's Akendorf, and I think I'd like to take out this settlement next turn if we can. 'Cause I really don't want to leave these guys in our backfield. So we could take that, and then we could open up a war against Varenka Hills. Oh boy. We're going to be declaring war on these guys, aren't we?
Everything dies.
Yep, we're going to be doing that this turn. So we have to worry about Haraza Karak going after us as well. So that's something to consider. They've got a full stack here. It can't really reach anything.
Comes.
Fortunately, we can't reach that in one turn.
You
We can reach that, and then from here to here, it's probably 2 turns as well. So maybe, yeah, we'll probably hold off on them. Go after these guys next. And then we can go after them, I think. But anyways, let's go do our turns over here. So we've got
Soon
the Necrolord.
I'll be all-powerful.
Maybe we want to attack Mount Squighorn. We don't have enough room to sack. We'll just have to loot and occupy, unfortunately. It's worth 5 grand too, so it's
Bring me flesh.
kind of a painful one to pass up, but what can you do? I'd also like to get this guy down there to participate. He can probably just go south. Which one's stronger?
Rats and wolves gather.
Oh, the Necroarch Lord is definitely stronger. So what we'll do then... How far can he go? Not very far. We'll just get him right here, as far as he'll go. And then we'll send him this way. Yeah, we'll send him this way next turn. The Necrolord will attack. Can we get paid for this? No. So we just declare war.
Why'd you not likely?
I'm gonna put some items. Let's go ahead and start the siege.
Kill them. Rip.
Yep, and then we'll throw items on. Okay, that's actually a tough. Wow, that's actually a tough army. Yeah, Iron Drakes has got a bunch of regiments of renown. Several bolt throwers. What map are we on? Okay, so we actually get a pretty good map here. They're going to be stationary. Very fortunate. I think this Necroc Lord is going to carry the day here, but we'll see. I need to get items on these guys. Let me do that real quick. Alright, got items. Let's get in there. I'm going to try to spread them out as much as we can. I don't want to fight them with melee all that much. So we're basically just going to get these guys along the back. I will keep some fast-moving units here in reserve. And we might move them in at some point. And then over here, we're going to keep our hero. Most of our damage will come from here. And then we've got another army. The Necroc Lord's going to be coming from here, which is where we'll do, like I said, most of our damage. So let's get in there. The reinforcements are here. We're going to spread them out as well. Probably try to take something over here, maybe draw them out. We are getting hit by artillery. Let's go spawn some zombies on him. Wait, is this guy? He's not flying yet. I forgot. I need to rethink this a little bit. Although I think we're probably okay still. It's just I'm gonna work my way through this. It might take a while, so we'll do little updates here and there. You know, I was planning on relying on the Necroc a bit more, but I'm gonna try this guy. Let's see if we can bounce this overcast. Yeah, that mostly wiped out the Rangers, and it did a lot of damage to these guys, actually. These are a huge pain in the butt to deal with as well, so... Yeah, wiping them out fairly early on would be good. And then we get about 4 or 5.5 winds of magic per black periopt, and we have 4 of them. So we can cast that every 2 minutes. That's probably going to be a big help. Still need to deal with those artillery pieces. Let's get rid of those real quick, and then we'll come back. Oh yeah, they're... Okay, they're hitting our... Yep, they're hitting our whole line here, so let's make sure we don't let that happen. Oh, wow.
Sylvania
They just rocked our world. We need to get some summons on these guys. There's one. Need to keep moving so we can get our shield back. Please be able to kill this thing, or at least get them off their weapons. We got to get our black periopt up, so that's 4 of them. And we cap out at 120. So let's get another another cast over here. Yeah, they're taking out. They're off their equipment. Yeah, they took them out. Okay, so that's good. You can work on these. What are we getting shot by? We're getting shot by something. So our dogs are getting hurt. And they're still, yeah, dude, they're still destroying us from this distance.
Van Hell's dance macabre.
Go ahead and dive bomb the grudge throwers. Summon as well. Okay, they're all off their equipment. Let's just get up in the air. Get up in the air, please. Get up in the air, please. Get up in the air, please. I don't understand this game. Why are you not up in the air, bro? Get up in the air, man. At a loss for words. There we go. That is so ridiculous, man. Okay, these guys need to pay the price. Let's go ahead and give them a bouncing winds of magic or a death wind. There we go. Bounce once, twice, 3 times. Zero these idiots out. Yeah, that's what they get. Let's get back. I really get frustrated when silly stuff like that happens. Like, we should not have gotten stuck there. We had 2 sets of zombies and skeletons there. We had plenty of movement speed to get out and push out and start flying. But anyways, that's a pretty big chunk of their army down. They don't have any more long range. So now we just need to work on picking the rest off. We've been working on this side for quite a while, picking off units. Yeah, it's just going to be one of those battles. So not the most interesting, but we'll get there. I think we're finally thinning them out. They're not able to send as many reinforcements on this side, so we'll start moving up. I tried to earlier with units, and then they kind of trickled in, and they're tough, man. We don't have any spells that can clear them out quickly. We don't have a good vortex spell, so once they start to pile up, it's hard to really deal with them. But we're almost done. We'll pick off the remainder of their single unit entities. Oh, I believe they just got army lost, so they're gonna have only unbreakable units. We'll wipe out that army. That's the most important thing, because this thing out in the field would be a nightmare to deal with. So we don't want that. But we did get quite a bit from it. And then we're going to loot and occupy. Yeah, we can't sack. But that's alright. Loot and occupy. Another ranger standard. Yeah, look at all those dead. We got a student. Nice.
Bring me flesh.
Now this place did come with garrison, corpse pile. Tempted to leave it. It would be nice to have some extra defense. Although, I don't know if that's going to make a big difference. Ooh, grave guards and crypt ghouls. That's actually pretty good. That does make a big difference. So, if we keep it, what do we give up? We give up growth, which I don't care about here, actually. Yeah, so we'll keep it for now. We can delete it later. So we need to figure out where to put this combat white. Guess it's not that big of a deal no matter where we put it, but I kind of want to put it in this army right here because we have a necro. We have two necro lords, a necro lord and a necro hero. So we don't have a whole lot of, 1v1 power. So this guy would be decent for that.
It is night.
But then on the other hand, we could just take another bloodline kiss, the blood kiss, and open up a bloodline and replace this guy. And then we can move him somewhere else on the map. That might not be a bad idea. Because we have a necro here. We'll get the passive heal. We'll get all that stuff. What we could do actually is we could start another army, and instead of getting rid of this guy, we could have him lead a new army with the combat white and all the good units that are here, because there's a lot of good stuff. That is going to make our income go down by quite a bit. We're at negative 9k right now, but adding another, what does this do? 2k. So by default, minus 2200 plus another maybe 4 grand, so about 6k. So it'll be at negative 15,000. I don't know if we want to go negative 15,000. I guess we could, but I don't know if we want to necessarily. These blood dragons seem pretty good. And then unit XP gain per turn plus 100 for all armies. That's pretty good. Let's take that. So we'll use the blood kisses. We'll get the dragon lord. Get all this stuff off of this guy. And then we'll replace him. Actually, you know what we could do? We just hire a crap stack with this guy. If he dies, he's level 23. He's not going to actually die. We could just put mostly low tier stuff and maybe throw one crypt horror in there so we can get siege attacker. So we just spam zombies. Maybe a couple skeletons, something that's going to be really cheap. That could be a decent option. Yeah, let's go ahead and hire this guy.
I am ready. Dance macabre.
And let's get rid of all of his units.
They will serve.
Him out. Put him in.
Bats and wolves gather.
The Necro Lord. Let's go ahead and raise the dead. Hopefully, let's put on our Gravedigger here. Nine zombies. We'll get more next turn as well. Let's get 2 skeleton warriors. Let's not do the unholy lodestone. Actually, yeah, let's do the unholy lodestone. But I'm gonna swap it out for one of these guys.
Moving.
So swap it out for the bale cart. Or the corpse cart. Like I said, whatever's in this army, I don't care if they die. So we'll just put mostly rubbish. We can get 1 crypt horror to make sure we have siege attacker. 1 unit to run people down. And that's, yeah, it's only 1500. It's a pretty cheap stack. The rest we'll just fill in with zombies. And like I said, if he dies, he dies. We'll just respawn him in a couple turns. Alright, last move we got is over here. We need to go after this guy. He's got a settlement up here, though. So I don't know if it makes sense to move up here, like force march up here and take that first.
The spirits
Can we get there
agree.
in 2 turns? We may not be able to get there in 2 turns, but the problem is if we take this first, we're going to have to backtrack all the way up there because we're not taking this land up here. This is our soon to be ally.
It is night.
So let's just go up here. I
Find
think that
me
makes the most
charnel
sense.
pits.
And then I think we can reach that. Right? So with a forced march puts us pretty far up there. So I think a regular march, even we can throw on the movement speed ancillary and that should help. That looks like it's it for all of our moves. I'm going to spend some time upgrading our economy. 12.6 is not that bad actually, but I think it'll go down next turn once we build some of these buildings. So yeah, 1 extra army is not going to really affect us too much. Yeah, let me go through the buildings and then we'll do our end turn recap and then we'll get to the end turn fights. So there's not a ton to upgrade here without kind of wasting money. So what I'm going to do is just sandbag a little bit of this, and in 2 or 3 turns we're going to have a ton of money to spend on upgrades. So the top, I think 5 or 6 settlements, we're upgrading as many of these settlements as we can, and then down here, if we were to just go and blast on everything, I don't think it's going to be the most efficient. I'd rather wait for these to hit tier 3, and then we'll upgrade a building to tier 3 one at a time. And then that'll allow us to upgrade this to tier 3 and get some other important buildings. So that's kind of the game plan here. We'll just hold on to a little bit of cash. So normally I wouldn't hold on to it, but there's a game plan for it. So anyways, end of turn, what is this, 19? Yeah, end of turn 19, we're sitting at 113 settlements, 43.8 in the bank, and negative 12.6 for income. So not too bad. Yeah, we've got to stay on top of hiring all of our heroes. So it looks like we're good on that. And I think we'll probably have a couple end-turn battles here, but maybe not quite so many. This one looks like it's going to be a decent one if we get attacked by Grom the Punch. But aside from that, there's not too many crazy ones, so we should be good. That'll be end of turn 19. All right, here we go. Grom the Punch is acting, so looks like he's wiping out Coron. And then he goes for us. So I had a feeling we were going to get attacked here. I just wasn't sure of which army it was going to be by. So there's a wizard spellcaster here, melee specialist, and then Grom the Punch. So this, yeah, 6 uses of this magic missile. Also has Spirit Leech. I'm not as concerned about Spirit Leech. I don't see any big AoE, so I think we're okay with our ball. The biggest issue, I think, is going to be these rock lobbers. And we have some fast-moving units that we'll try to use and take them out. They're pretty weak because they were fighting that last battle. So I think we'll be in decent shape. So let's try to get some harassment in with our Lord and then these 2. So we've got Blood Knights and a Vargolf. We'll try to get some harassment in with these guys. Yeah, dude, they are so messed up already. They're actually just going to push in. So what we'll do is get back. Let's go flank with these 2. And I'm going to get our Lord back so he doesn't get completely stormed or swamped. And I wouldn't mind taking out that caster. So let's hit him with the fireball. Oh, yeah, they're hitting us with Spirit Leech, which is fine. We should be able to handle it. Let's get back here to our ball. We'll stay out front, but I think it's best if these guys fight with the ball. Spirit Leech, so we'll have to heal. We don't have our passive heal on this guy, but he can heal a lot. And we've got a decent heal. Oh boy, we're getting attacked. I think, yeah, let's get into the wood line so that if they try to fight us, we're actually at least going to be in decent shape here. There's Grom the Punch. I think he can solo him. Oh wow, he hits for 800. Okay, maybe not. I didn't realize he hit that hard. Oh, he hit a boost. Okay, so it's gone. Let's go after him. And then again, we'll just keep hitting with these heals and the debuffs. And they're splitting their army up. Yep, they're gonna come after these guys. And then we'll try and split down the middle. He doesn't want to fight. Let's make sure he does. There's a good hit. So Grom also has a heal. But I think we'll be able to chew through it. And that rock lobber is not in range of our big stack, so we're good. As long as that doesn't happen, I think we just keep sticking to the plan here. Alright, now these guys can get a bunch of summons. Oh no, we don't. This guy we can get summons with, but not him. So he's still very new. Let's go ahead and get some more healing. And then I'm going to run our fast units over here and see if we can get back to this rock lobber before we get caught. Alright, here we go. We're going heads up with Grom. But I feel like we're probably stronger than him. He hits a little bit harder. I just feel like we have a better hero. And we're getting hit pretty hard though. Keep healing. So you go after the rock lobber, and I'm going to have the Vargol go harass these guys because he won't get stuck. Yeah, actually, if the squigs want to go after our big blob, I'm more than happy to just let that happen. Let's get our Vargolf back here and start charging some people from the back, like this melee specialist guy. How are you doing here? Yeah, Grom's at half health. So he's not winning this fight, for sure. Hitting. Those are our knights. They're going to hit. So they should be good. Alright, here comes the full attack. Let's get our Helm of the Discord out. Keep healing. We are going to run out of Winds of Magic, but we have a lot in reserve. It's just kind of slow to come out. So we'll have to manage that properly. You need to get over there and hit Grom. Yeah, do not let this big dude out. Because he's going to heal, and I don't want to have to deal with his healing cap. I'd rather just take him out right now. We do need to heal some of our units, though. So we're losing a decent amount of our skeletons. So let's get back there. These guys are cleaning up the rock lobbers. They're dead. Vargolf, I don't want him to fight head-on with these guys. So what I'm going to do is just have him, when he gets targeted, we'll just have him run. And then let's have our Blood Knights chase down the range. I think that'll probably work pretty well. Alright, Vargolf, let's hit these stone trolls from the back. Yeah, dude, we're taking a lot of damage on these guys. So let's start healing. They're already crumbling. Why? Why is my morale so low? Okay, keep hitting Grom, please. Yeah, all of our line is crumbling. What is going on? Why are we crumbling? Do they have a leadership debuff on us? Attacked in the rear. That doesn't even make sense. We're in a circle. How are we attacked in the rear? We have no rear. It's just a giant circle. Okay, we'll have to figure that out. I don't understand what's going on, but it's crumbling our front line. Alright, they stopped for now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's get our Vargolf out maybe a little bit cleaner. Let's go after Grom, actually. We can double team him. These guys are going to start getting some hits.
With haste to battle.
Yeah, go after the archers. That'll work. Get a debuff on everybody. Grom healing cap is reached. Actually, we can reduce his healing if we hit him with the fireball. I don't know if that even touched him or not, but oh, we're getting hit with a spell. Gotta heal through it. I should have gotten a passive heal on this guy. I maybe made a mistake there. Okay, what are we doing here? We've got 2 sets of archers. So what? Yeah, Cav's winning that engagement. We don't need to adjust that. Vargolf needs to get over here and hit something, dude. Like Grom the Paunch would be a good target, like I've been asking you. And he just refuses to attack. It's just this game, the targeting is just so bad at times. What are we getting? Spirit Leap. I think we're okay. Let's get some heals on our units, though. Yeah, Vargolf can chase the river troll since he doesn't want to hit Grom. I guess we'll just do the best we can. These guys need to heal soon. Oh, dude, they got... Yeah, they came after us with a bunch of units. That's why... I just need to watch them better is all. That's all it is. So we'll back up. Vargolf is in melee. That's good. So just keep beating them. You should be in melee with Grom, but you're not. Can you please go in melee with Grom? Nope, you're going to hit the trolls instead. Which I guess is fine. We need to heal. These guys are getting kind of low. Definitely don't want to lose them. If we lose like some of these zombies or skeletons, it's not that big of a deal. But ideally we wouldn't lose anyone. Yeah, a lot of their units are so low, but they're not fleeing. So I'm not sure what's up with that.
Blood.
And what are they spirit leeching? I think they're spirit leeching our regular units, which is kind of interesting.
Must end.
Yeah, these knights are getting chased by the trolls, so we just need to keep them moving so that they don't get caught out. So they're fine. Snotling pump wagons are fleeing. That's good. All right, keep hitting Grom, please. Hit him with everything. And then let's hit him with another fireball so he doesn't heal as much. You shouldn't be missing a point blank shot. Yep, there we go. Point blank.
Blood.
He's gonna run. I think he might actually get out, unfortunately. We don't have the right units to chase. So that's gonna be a challenge. But it looks like we're winning. I don't see anything crumbling, so we're good. We are gonna take some pretty serious damage, but we do get a tick of replenishment this turn. So we're still not in terrible shape.
Fire Lord.
So let's use the rest of our winds of magic here to try and heal up some of these units.
Blood's dragon.
Can we chase these stupid trolls? Yeah, not likely. I think they're probably off the map. Okay, let me run some people down. We almost wiped his army out, actually. I didn't realize we had done that much damage. Only a handful of units got out. So the big stuff got out, but that's kind of expected. Oh no, all these guys got out. I didn't realize we didn't kill any of them. Kind of makes sense though. We don't have any chase. There's nothing we have that's fast other than our knights, and they're not particularly good at chasing these single units. But we'll get this guy on a mount soon. I think level 8. So one more level he gets it. But on the bright side, when we fight him next turn, it's going to be a lot easier. So let's go ahead and take the money. And let's see how far back he goes. Hopefully he's stuck there. Actually, he might be stuck. Yep, he's stuck. He's stuck. So we're going to be able to wipe him out. Starting off turn 20, and also just a quick note, my cursor should not be messed up. I know sometimes it was accurate, but a lot of times it was not accurate. I finally think I figured it out. So I'm looking at my preview window. It is definitely accurate as of right now, and I pulled a sample footage into my recording software, or my editing software, and it lined up. So we should be good on that. But anyways, back to the game. Turn 20. You can see, like usual, we're down to a very small amount of money, but I spent a decent amount of that before hitting the record button, and we're upgrading quite a few things. So we should see an increase in our economy here. We're plus 42,000 from buildings. I've been tracking all these points. I think what I need to do is I need to break out building and trade income, or just total income versus total expense. That would be a lot more helpful than just my net number, because yeah, sometimes if your income goes up but your expenses go up, you can't really tell if things are changing or not. But if you track them separately, you can actually tell. But anyways, we're in a pretty good position here. Now, I did hire somebody. They were supposed to come down here and settle this. It looks like we don't need his services anymore. Sorry to waste your time. And now our money's in better shape. But yeah, we'll have to conquer this. And I think we'll probably do that in a turn or two. Frozen Landing. Where's Frozen Landing? Oh, that's ours. That's right. Yeah, I had to rebuild that one. Okay, that's fine. And then this one is Carrick Vlag. So we'll end up taking that back. This guy's going to go east. This guy will take this. And then we'll work our way south. We'll probably declare war on him after we take this settlement. And then we get right next to him. So we'll work on that very, very soon.
I will not betray you.
We do have an army here we got to watch out for. So let's go ahead and start a conquest up here. And we're going to go south. And then at some point... Oh, man. Should we pull Vlad back? No, it doesn't make sense to pull him back. I was going to say we could pull him back and start conquering from here going north, but that seems like a silly idea. And wait, what is this? Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah. I remember now. So this is the mountain pass. If you go down the mountain pass, you end up towards Village and then the Great Cathay Wall. So we got to figure out how we're going to do that. What we could do is just start conquering land from here and go west. And at some point, we'll just hire a temporary army to start taking some of this stuff. But yeah, that makes sense. So we'll start over here. We do need to keep taking land. But we'll get Winds of Magic for one more turn here. So we're gonna be in very good shape with Winds of Magic with this army. And then we'll start pushing south, hopefully a little bit faster. This army, we've got a fight going, so let's suit up here.
Yes.
Get some items. Let me go fight this real quick. Take the settlement. 3,500 to sack it. And we finally got a mount.
Bats
So this guy
and
can be
wolves,
useful.
gather.
And what did we leave? 22. Yep.
Kill
We have just
them.
enough to take it.
Raise them.
So there we go. We're expanding our footprint over here in the Far East. So next turn, well, yeah. Well, next turn for sure we'll take this settlement. And then I think that's one turn. It might be two, but I think it's one turn to get there. We'll probably get attacked by this, and then we need to figure out what the next move is. I think probably makes the most sense to go back across here and then take Karak Vlag, and then we can just head south. Maybe we send this guy on the outside, this one this way, and then they'll meet up and maybe split off when they get down here or something. So yeah, we'll figure that out. Let's go to the north now where Vlad is.
Vlad von
So we have to take
Carstein.
Altar of Spawns. Let's go attack Altar of Spawns. That's going to leave us with enough to sack it.
Mercy.
Yeah, easy fight. I'll be right back. Go ahead and sack this thing. 2300. Got an item out of it. And we got our final upgrade to this, the sacking one. So we're going to get plus 12% from each time we do that.
Vlad von Carstein.
And we got another item.
I am uns.
Got a rebellion here soon. No, we got a while. We should be fine for a while. Now I think the original plan was to take Sorrel encampment and start pushing, but might have to take this settlement. It has Throg in it though, so that's kind of a problem. There's no way this small army can handle it with a low-level lord. That's just not going to work. So we need to send this guy. Oh man, we could wait for him to attack. Like we could take Sorrel encampment and then wait, but then he's probably going to attack. We won't get replenishment anyways. We might as well just, if we're going to take the fight, might as well take the fight. And these 10 units from the garrison, I don't think they make that much of a difference. I think the biggest difference are these guys. Anyways, let's try it.
It will be a mass.
So Throg, he has a vortex spell. We can't let him get anywhere near our stack then, because that's going to devastate our army. Cooldowns every 2 minutes, so that's reasonable, but yeah, we still don't want it to touch our army. Does have a caster, but only has miasma, which is not AoE. I don't see any AoE, so we're fine on that. A lot of ranged cav, but yeah, like I said, well, not much we can do about it. We'll have to fight it. So game plan, I think, is to take out Throg and then go from there. For this one, I think we have to keep our entire army in this. If anybody gets out, they're just going to get picked off. They have too many cav, too fast. They're too fast for us. Let's go ahead and take some Winds of Magic. If they're not going to push, I'm going to chill here for a little bit and just try and get some Winds of Magic up, and then we'll go in and attack. The game plan is to hit this guy with as many Gaze of Nagash as we can get off, and then we'll go from there. We absolutely cannot let him touch our line. They're shuffling around. We've got just about max Winds of Magic, so let's go cast. So I don't want to get too close. Sometimes that causes them to attack. We just want to be just in range. See what kind of damage we can do to this guy. Pretty good. He is going to heal. But like I said, if we can get a lot of his healing cap down and then get him all the way down before he reaches our line, I think that'd be pretty good. Or is he going to heal before we get another one off? No, we'll be able to chip him down. So we'll keep hitting him with this. Here it comes. Yeah, it's not a ton. It's because he has so much hit points. He's got about 8,000 compared to our, 3,800. But we'll get him. Yep. And then if we have to, we'll just keep harassing him with the Lord so that they don't touch our line. I'm worried that we're going to run out of Winds of Magic. But, I mean, we can cast it with the Black Periopt as long as we have those. But we're going to have them forever. Alright, here they come. This flying thing might come after us. Are they? Yeah, they are coming. Keep hitting them. Okay, so I'm going to do this quite a few more times, and then we'll come back when something interesting happens. But I'll try to pull them up, at least pull this guy up, And if he doesn't, then we'll just start dive bombing him. So, I mean, even if we gotta sacrifice most of this guy's hit point pool, I think it's worth it because, like I said, if he touches our line, it's over. So, we'll figure it out, though. Wait, oh, there it goes. Boom.
Swiftly.
We are out of power reserves, so we're just gonna cast what we have. They're trying to chase us off. Yeah, they're gonna run into our line here soon, so let's start curving up this way. But if they go into the woods, it's just, we gotta go and fight it. We won't really have another option. I'm wondering if we should save some winds of magic too for something else. Maybe some skeleton spawns or zombie spawns or something. They're starting to go in the woods and then they back out. Oh, nope, they spotted us. Yep, they saw us. All right, they are beelining it, which means we need to go for this guy. Guess we'll save our winds of magic for something else then. What did we just get hit by? Oh, wow. He hits hard. Yeah, he chunked our shield and then some. This thing, I don't know what it is, but it's kind of threatening us a little bit. Let's get our shields back. Hit him with some more spells. Okay, these guys are going to have to hold. I don't think we can afford to help him right now. We have to take this guy out. You know what we could do, though, actually? Might be worth it. Let's summon some zombies on these guys, and maybe Throg will go cast his little spell on him. Cycle charge him. Right, that. I think we hit him with that, whatever it was. Oh, come on, dude. Get out. Get out, man. Okay, what are we doing here? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to just keep casting this to keep them here. We'll try and get... we can cast back here and maybe pull them back further away. Let's get our shield back before we go back in. Because he's completely surrounded. Not a whole lot of good we can do there. Yeah, and they're just dogpiling. We do have our lodestone in there, so it should be fairly helpful. Oh, this thing's attacking us now. Oh, crap. Okay, let's dive bomb Throg. Yeah, see, he did... So he is casting it. That's what it was that was hitting us. It was that little nuke. The vortex. Dude, seriously, man. Like, I can't hit him once, but he looks at me and I get hit like 3 times. This is kind of insane. Do the same thing to these guys. They're just shredding their own units when we summon. So we're keeping them away. I mean, that's something, but we have to deal with this idiot chasing us, who's probably significantly better than we are in combat. Not really. He is better, but not, I wouldn't say significantly. Oh, shoot, trying to pulling the wrong guy out. So let's let these guys keep fighting back there. Oh crap, we're gonna lose our blood knights. Yep. Let's go get a heal on them. Maybe it's not worth it because they're too exposed. But we'll heal them and then let's get a debuff on these guys. See if we can turn the tide here a little bit before this guy comes. We need to fight this stupid thing. Let's actually get him over the top of our units so that we can actually do something. Like out there, we're not getting a heal on these guys, but in here we are. Oh, he's gonna go in. He's gonna go in. Nice. Okay, let's go harass Throg. Where's this ding dong? It's him. So let's go after him. Oh my god, dude, they're just turning. They're hitting us with all of their stuff. We have no winds of magic. We have no way of taking his shield out or his... Oh my god. Yeah, they're just surrounding us with everything. So there's not much we can really do here. We just try to keep him off for as long as we can. So I'm gonna stay back here, I guess. Oh, if we're getting shot, we are. So let's go down into our little bunch here. Let's get another summon. Try and get Throg off. Stay off of our pile, dude. He seems to be confused, which is good for us. It'll buy us a little bit of time. The shield's coming back. I can't tell if we're winning this or not, but it looks like our line is not that damaged. I mean, they seem to be doing okay. Some of these units are pretty bad shape, but some of them are actually doing okay. It's just when this guy shows up. Okay, he just used his nuke again. So yeah, the goal, I guess, is to just keep him out. Let him keep casting his nuke on other stuff. So our black periapt is every 2 minutes. That's going to allow us to cast, but then we won't be able to heal is the problem. All right, here he is coming. And now he's a problem. Yeah, this is looking like maybe it's a bit, just a bit too much.
Our time is now.
Debuff on everybody. We've got our Black Parry up going. Should be getting some Winds of Magic. I don't know if we should save it for the heal. This Graveguard's getting really low, so I might heal them up. Actually, we should heal the Halberds, because they're going to be the stronger unit. Come on, get some units back. That's our only heal. It's got to count. Nope, we didn't get any units back. So we're hitting Throg. He's losing some health. And like I said, we've already chunked him down a little bit. Oh, there's the nuke. Yeah, it's just, that's it. There goes our line. We're just dead now. Okay, I pretty much gave up on this, and all of a sudden he broke. I don't know what the hell happened. I guess he must have hit his healing cap. So let's try to run him down. It is a siege defense, so he's going to lose everything. We are basically losing everything, but it's all right. We can recruit more people back. Yeah, do not let this guy out. I don't want to fight him. Well, it doesn't matter. He's out anyways, but I don't want him to get off the map. That was insane. I really don't know what happened. I was just fast forwarding it so we can get to the end. And then they just broke. So I guess we did enough damage. Very strange. I should have left the recording running, but I was getting a little sad. Let's try to stay for one more heal. We might be able to get one more heal. We need the Black Periopt. A couple more seconds. Go. And then this heal should probably go on one of our skeletons, like the spears. Don't have enough Winds of Magic. Okay, what about a passive heal? Okay, that's all we can do. Yeah, it looks like we fully lost the knights and our dogs, the direwolves. Not really surprising there, and equally not surprising we didn't get him back. That hurts. But also, when you compare it to what we just wiped out, that's a very worthy sacrifice in my opinion. I'm curious if it would have been better just to pull them out and maybe run them around the map. They might have been able to at least delay some people, but I don't know. Overall, I think that's a pretty good fight. So, yeah, I thought we were gonna win, and then we got into it, and I was like, "There's no way we're winning this." He finally hit his healing cap, is what it was. We hit his we chunked him down a little bit, and then I guess when his health got low enough and all the damage that they had accumulated, it was enough. So, anyways, we'll take it. We can sack it, but I don't think it's worth it. I will loot and occupy though for the extra, what do you call it, replenishment. So we'll get a little bit more replenishment there. We should have gotten, yeah, we just got a big battlefield. Why are we not getting units? It's not giving us any units. I'm not sure what's going on here. We got weapon strength and bonus versus large, so that'll go on our Necrolord. That could be useful, actually, because we do use him to snipe people a lot. Wow. Well, I'm definitely not complaining about that, though. And then we'll follow up with our Vampire Lord. So he's not going to be able to reach it in one turn, but what we can do is go Channeling Stance, and then we'll be able to take it next turn. So I hadn't really thought through this part all the way, I guess, because I'm entirely sure. You know what we might end up doing is pulling Vlad off and sending him across the water to start attacking. This army can clean up these three. This army can clean up these three. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe go on the outside, take some of these. And then the 2 on the inside can go on the inside track. Yeah, we'll probably end up doing that. Let me do some quick napkin math here just to make sure I'm not missing anything on my turns, but I think that's the best option. So here is what I think we're gonna do. This army will continue up this way, take Doom Keep, Varg Camp, Monolith, and Serpent Jetty. We'll have him take these 4, and then we can send him across the way or whatever. So we'll do that. This army will take these 3, so these 3, and then go across. And then we'll send Vlad across next turn as well. Probably just straight across. Or I guess we can go back. We can come back, attack these guys, and then start pushing from here back. We'll only give up like 1 turn maybe by doing that, because if we force march, 1, 2, 3... Do we have anywhere to land? Yeah, I think we can land right here and then attack it. So maybe like 1, 2, 3. Man, that's a long time though. A long time to be out of commission for Vlad. If we do this one, we could beach and take it in the same turn, so maybe we'll just do that. I don't know. We need to get over here, Winter Pyre. That'll let us on the water for free, and then we can force march. Maybe get somewhere like right here, and the next turn we beach and then attack, take it in the same turn. That would be much better than wasting 5 turns to get over here. Yeah, so this army will take these 3, go across. It's not a very good army though, so I don't know if he can handle this. This is actually kind of a tough enemy. But anyways, we'll deal with that later. This army will take these 4 and then go across. These 2 for right now, I want them to attack and get XP for fighting both of these. And then I want them to both move close to this. Next turn we'll take and sack with 1 army, move it past, and go force march over here so we can get through faster, and the other army will obviously occupy after. So that's what we're going to try to do. We'll try to get this. So this army will wipe out this turn, take and sack next turn with 1 army pushing through, and hopefully taking this maybe in 3 turns. Because it's going to be 1, 2, push through, 3. It might be 4 actually, because that's a long distance. 3 or 4, but we'll figure it out. I can't wait to get out of this snow area where we're constantly taking attrition. But let's get these guys into position. So I want him to be preferably not in the middle of the woods, but we might have to. Or something like right here.
Strike out.
We'll stay
We are in
in.
agreement.
Yep. Channeling stance, and then from here he should be able to hit that, no problem. So that looks good. This guy, we need to switch items,
Good.
and then we will attack right here. Actually, let me put items on these and we'll be right back.